Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to our channel, late night viewers. Today is a wild one, and we are diving straight into the absolute madness that has taken over Genoa City. Grab your coffee, because we have a lot to unpack right now. Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. It is currently 3 a.m. My eyes are burning, my brain is completely fried, and I just had to hit record because this grueling decade-long journey of analyzing Genoa City has finally, officially pushed me over the edge. I am ditching the script. I am breaking all the filters. You are getting the raw, unedited, sleep-deprived truth right now because I am losing my absolute mind. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. Look, we have legends carrying this entire franchise on their shoulders, and then we have writers single-handedly testing my sanity with these plot twists, and I am going to call them all out right now. Listen, basically, we need to talk about Matt. Yes, Matt. Suddenly, out of nowhere, we are dealing with a storyline so unhinged, I had to rewind my screen 4 times just to make sure I wasn't hallucinating from sheer lack of sleep. Unbelievable. Guys, what's going on here? I will tell you exactly what is going on. Matt, the guy Victor Newman has been holding hostage at the ranch, the guy who was literally just begging for a shower and a change of clothes, used his own blood to give Nikki Newman a transfusion and saved her life. I repeat, Matt saved Nikki Newman's life with his own literal blood. The matriarch of the Newman Empire is walking around with Matt's DNA in her veins. Wait, why are we like this? Why is this show doing this to my nervous system? Honestly, I am spiraling. Let's just break down the sheer, unadulterated chaos of this moment. Look, Victor's been keeping Matt at the Newman Ranch like some kind of captive lab rat, right? Victor is subjecting him to this rigorous psychological test of sincerity. Honestly, I thought Victor was just going to interrogate him in a dark room, maybe throw a crystal tumbler, do the classic Victor Newman intimidation stare. But no, suddenly the test of sincerity involves Matt becoming a human blood bag for Nikki. Basically, Victor is looking at this guy and saying, you want to prove you're sincere? Bleed for my wife. That is a total game changer. It is a major flex of Victor's absolute God complex, but it is also deeply, profoundly disturbing. Think about the medical logistics here. Suddenly, we are bypassing Genoa City Memorial Hospital entirely. We are just doing direct blood transfusions at the ranch. Basically, Matt steps out of his much begged for shower, puts on his fresh new outfit, feels like a whole new man. And then Victor is like, great, now roll up your sleeve. We are saving Nikki. Honestly, the visual of Matt, freshly showered, sitting there while his life force is drained into Nikki Newman, is a low-key obsession for me right now because it is so incredibly camp and so incredibly dark. And let's talk about Nick Newman for a second because I am honestly so conflicted about him. Listen, Nick has been wandering around the ranch, whining to Victor about how giving Chancellor to Lily Winters is going to hurt Nikki's feelings. Nick is so focused on the corporate musical chairs. He is complaining, oh, Dad, Nikki is going to be so sad about Chancellor. Nick, your mother is literally receiving a rogue blood transfusion from a hostage in the guest wing. Suddenly, the corporate drama feels a little microscopic, doesn't it? Look, I know Nick is just trying to protect his mom, but basically he is completely missing the massive, glaring blood red flag waving right in front of his face. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension here. Let me catch my breath. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. Or, well, the lack of a script. The core issue here is Matt and Nikki. Nikki Newman, the untouchable queen of Genoa City, owes her survival to Matt. This isn't just a minor plot point. This is a lore-shattering climax. For decades, we have watched Nikki battle everything from alcoholism to evil masterminds, and she always survives because she is a legend. But now her survival is intrinsically tied to Matt. Wait, actually, let me contradict myself for a second. Maybe Matt isn't the victim here. Maybe Matt is playing 4D chess. Honestly, think about it. If you want to secure your safety in Victor Newman's orbit, what better way than to make yourself biologically essential to his wife? Basically, Matt might be a genius. Or maybe he's just terrified. I don't even know anymore. My brain is a chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal. I am so mad that they went this route, but I am also completely and utterly seated for the drama. I am dumping my unedited psychic damage onto you guys right now because I need the hive mind to witness this existential collapse. Look at the stakes. Victor explicitly stated that if Matt doesn't prove his sincerity, Victor will not hesitate to crush him. Crush him. But how do you crush the guy who just pumped his own blood into your wife to keep her alive? You can't! Matt just bought himself the ultimate insurance policy. It is a major flex. Suddenly, Matt goes from a dirty, anxious captive begging for a bar of soap to the absolute savior of the Newman family. Honestly, the whiplash is giving me a migraine. And where does this leave Nikki? Listen, when Nikki wakes up and realizes that Victor orchestrated a literal blood pact with Matt, she is going to lose her absolute mind. Nikki hates being vulnerable. She hates being out of control. And basically, Victor has just intertwined her life with a complete wild card. I can already see the scenes playing out. Nikki throwing a decanter at Victor, screaming about how he treats people like chess pieces. It is going to be cinematic gold, but it is also going to be emotionally devastating. Honestly, I just keep picturing the exact moment the transfusion happened. The tension in that room must have been at terminal velocity. Victor, standing there like a gargoyle, watching every single drop of blood transfer. Matt sweating despite his recent shower, knowing that if he flinches, Victor will literally end him. Suddenly, the monitor beeps, Nikki's color comes back, and Victor just gives that stoic, terrifying nod. It is too much. My nervous system cannot handle this level of soap opera excellence and absurdity. Let's pivot for a second because I need to talk about how this impacts the entire Newman legacy. Basically, the Newmans operate on loyalty and blood. Blood is everything to Victor. My family, my blood. And now Matt's blood is Newman blood. Look, I know that's not how biology works, but in soap opera logic, this is a total game changer. Matt is now tied to them forever. You don't just give Nikki Newman your blood and then walk away. Victor owns you now. Or wait, does Matt own Victor? Honestly, the power dynamic has shifted so violently that I am getting major vertigo. Listen, I know I am rambling, but I am severely sleep deprived, and this is my therapy. Basically, we have Lily celebrating her massive victory, getting chancellor. Kane feeling overwhelmed with emotion over Malcolm. Noah hyping up the shadow room. Phyllis spiraling because Daniel hates her. All of this normal, everyday Genoa City drama is happening. And meanwhile, at the ranch, we have a gothic vampire blood sacrifice happening to save Nikki. The juxtaposition is absolutely sending me, it's like two entirely different shows are airing at the exact same time. Wait, why are we like this? Why do we care so much? Because we have invested years into these characters. I have watched Nikki Newman survive the impossible, and to see her reduced to needing Matt's blood, it hurts, but it also hooks me right back in. Suddenly, I am obsessed with Matt. I need to know everything about him. What is his blood type? O negative. Is he a universal donor? Basically, Victor probably ran a full background check and medical workup on him before even letting him in the house. Victor doesn't do anything by accident. Honestly, imagine when Phyllis finds out about this. Look, Phyllis is currently downtown at Society having a total meltdown because Daniel won't forgive her, and Sharon is trying to give her a pep talk about taking control of her life. Phyllis is whining about being an outcast and losing her job at Newman. Basically, Phyllis is playing the victim over corporate politics while her ultimate rival, Nikki Newman, is literally cheating death via a hostage blood transfusion. If Phyllis knew what was going down at the ranch, she would probably lose her mind. She thinks she's had a hard week because Victor forced her out of Newman Enterprises. Suddenly, losing a job seems like a vacation compared to Victor holding a guy captive and draining his blood to save his wife. The absolute sheer disparity in their current situations is a major flex for the writers, honestly. And listen, we seriously need to talk about Matt's mental state right now. The timeline says Matt feels like a whole new man after getting a shower and a change of clothes. A whole new man? Basically, this poor guy gets a bar of soap, some fresh khakis, and thinks his luck is turning around, only to be hit with the ultimate reality check. Victor isn't cleaning him up to let him go. Victor is cleaning him up to ensure the blood supply is sterile. I am screaming. The psychological warfare Victor is waging is unparalleled. Matt is sitting there, smelling like expensive Newman Ranch body wash, realizing his veins are the only thing keeping him from being crushed by Victor. It is terrifying. It is brilliant. It is the exact reason I cannot stop watching this show. Look, I'm just going to say it. This is the most unhinged thing Victor has done in years, and that is saying a lot. He has regained Newman Enterprises. He is handing off Chancellor like it's a party favor to Lily, and he is playing God with Matt and Nikki in the living room. It is a masterclass in villainy and devotion. Victor loves Nikki so much that he will cross any ethical, legal, or medical line to save her. But honestly, forcing Matt to be the donor, it's dark. It's so dark. And I am low-key obsessed with how dark it is. I am exhausted. My soul is drained. I feel like I just gave a blood transfusion myself. But I had to get this out. I had to let the digital hive mind know that I am witnessing this madness right alongside you. We are in this together. When the dust settles and Nikki finally confronts Victor and Matt about this blood bond, we are going to need a support group. Until then, I am going to try to get some sleep, but let's be real. I'm just going to lie awake staring at the ceiling, thinking about Matt's blood flowing through Nikki Newman's veins. Stay restless, everyone.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.